Well, hello, hello. Welcome to Rich Girl Reset. So, Rich Girl Reset is your theme for this month. And if you're watching this in real time, it is the beginning of the year. And so I thought that this would be a really important step for you to take and to complete to walk into 2026 like a rich girl that you already are. So I have five different reset steps that I have written down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop them each step individually. So I'll just make these little short size videos so you can binge watch each step. Now, what I would love for you to do is I want you to implement the step before you go to the next step. Now, it's not like you have to just go and do all this homework, but like just stop and be like, okay, what do I need to do? And then just implement it into your daily life, or depending on what it is, you just do it. All right. So, we're going to start the Rich Girl Reset with the most important piece because if we don't fix this, then nothing else will stick, right? So I hear a lot of I'm doing the work, I'm journaling, I'm trying to heal. But what you're actually doing is you're mentally living in the past. So you are replaying old conversations, you're reliving these, past mistakes, and you're reliving the old version of you. Okay? Going back to the past is not growth, it's an actual nervous system habit, and science backs this. So, your brain is designed to uh, prioritize familiarity. No, familiar. Oh my God. Being familiarity. You know what I'm trying to say? Over possibility, right? So, your brain doesn't prioritize success, it doesn't prioritize happiness, it prioritizes what is familiar. So neuroscience, which I'm sure that you've heard of, shows that when you are constantly rethinking and repeatedly over and over thinking about past events, especially emotional ones, like if they have, if they're emotional to you, then what you're doing is you're reactivating the same neural pathways that were active when it first happened. So your brain doesn't know the difference between, oh man, like this happened a long time ago when I was a kid, or this is happening right now. So every time you replay the past, your nervous system responds as if you're still there. And this is why you can't move forward sometimes. This is why you feel stuck sometimes, is because your nervous system is like anchored backwards. So we are rich girls, right? And we don't ignore the past and we don't want to live there either. So what we do is we get the lesson and then we move on. Okay. So, excuse me. Here's the reset that we're implementing. From today forward, whenever you catch yourself, replaying a mistake, thinking, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, or just constantly like revisiting something that you can't change, right? I want you to interrupt the pattern with one question. And I want you to write this question down. Okay. What's the next clean step forward? That's it. What's the next clean step forward? Not the perfect step. I don't want you to. I don't want you to figure out what the next, like what the perfect step is. Oh, the perfect step would be this, or I don't want you to come up with like this whole plan. Like, what's the whole plan going forward? I just want you to ask yourself, what's the next clean step forward? Because when you ask a forward focused question, you activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is responsible for planning and making decisions. And then what that when you do that, what happens is you immediately calm the nervous system. And when you calm the nervous system, that pulls you out of survival mode. And so this is how you retrain your brain to move forward instead of just constantly on looping, just reliving the past. Okay. So, instead of saying like, oh, I wasted so much time last year, what's the question? The question is, what's the next clean step today? What's the next clean step that I can take for 2026? Or, oh, I shouldn't have made that decision back in February 2025. If I hadn't made the decision, maybe I wouldn't be here where today. Okay, great. What are you going to ask yourself? What's the next clean step now? Okay. The reset, this rich girl reset is about redirecting your focus every time your brain tries to pull you backwards, right? That's how you stop being stuck. So that's it. That's very simple. That is reset number one. We are going to stop going backwards and we're going to redirect our focus and we're going to trick our brain to keep going, keep going. So for the next like 7 days, right? I mean, I want you to do this forever, but I want you to really focus on for the next 7 days. Like every time your mind tries to go backwards, just ask yourself, what's the next clean step forward? That's it. And then you take it, right? You got to take that small step. So when you ask yourself, you're like, okay, the next clean step would be da da da. Then I want you to take it. Even if it feels small, it does not have to be this huge. "Oh, okay, yes, great. Now I know I can move forward, right? Because every time we take just very small, minute little steps, but we take them forward, then we rewire our brain faster to eventually get to that amazing breakthrough. Okay. So that's the science part. And it's also rich girl energy. So that, my friends, is reset number one.